said the Philadelphia Flower Show. Yes, that lets you know for sure. That's a wonderful event if you ever get a chance to attend. We're going to talk about something else that I think is terrific if you are thinking about spring, not only in terms of apparel, but just kind of state of mind and what you want to do and how you want to present yourself. And if you are familiar with Laura that only we have, and so it's a 203-469. Let's chat with Laura about it. Who's joining us by Skype? Hello, good morning, my friend. Oh. Perfect. I love that. I love that. And I bet all of America is saying, I agree. So let's start with Spackle, because this is won awards year after year after year. It is a favorite. This is the champagne version. But for people who maybe aren't familiar with it, can we start there?
Yeah, I think that's the most important thing is if you haven't gotten on the primer train, this is the time to do it. You said it retexturizes the skin. So if you're starting to do your makeup and you're putting your moisture on, any foundation, any concealer, this is going to give the look of that perfected skin. So there's two, a cream or a liquid, but one thing doesn't change is what I put under it. And if you're putting moisturizers and serums, that's all good, but it's eating away at your makeup important than anything else that I would recommend to you. Anything.
I will tell you. So, and by the way, the 4 ounce, and what I love is because often with things we know are important and they're in the tiny little bottles and tubes, and you then use it sparingly and not really the way you'd love to be able to use it all over the way you should. Because it's true, I think for all of us, we recognize that our skin changes. Our skin's needs change, what we maybe are doing in terms of presenting our skin to the world changes from season to season, year to year. But those foundational...
Through the deepest of complexions, because like you said, it's just a glow. 2 decades old. It's the original formula. There's not an ounce of fragrance. There's no parabens in here. A fresh coffee on your face in the morning. And I'm going to tell you something, Leah, and I'm sure you've heard me say this. I can't, my foundation will never look good unless I'm wearing Spackle because it creates this sort of satin finish to my skin. So if your foundation right now, it's our #1 selling Spackle.
I love the way you described it as sort of hovering on the skin, because for those of us maybe who've experienced where like your skin just seems to eat whatever you put on it, like you think to yourself like, I put on my foundation or my concealer or my blush and it just seems to disappear there. That primer hovering over your skin and then on, doesn't matter your complexion, doesn't matter what your routine is, you want to start with, I agree, a cup of coffee and Spackle.
Cheers. Cheers.
To you too,
that's
my
all
friend.
I'm going to say. I adore you.
I adore you more. Great to see you. Have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you. You too, sweetie.
Bye, Laura. All of the colors. Gary is here. We're going to talk about it. You really would have to think twice to say,